So, my name is Connor Parkin. I work for BrightGen as a Salesforce consultant, and I'm here to talk to you today about why to use middleware. I'm going to run through the different ways that we can build integrations from Salesforce, middleware advantages, and then I'm going to go through some helpful tips and common pitfalls I've found while creating integrations. So, building integrations in Salesforce. You can see on the right-hand side there, so it's something that I'm sure everyone's seen lots and lots of times, which is clicks, not code. Standard Salesforce mantra. And if you've ever written integrations before, you'll know that they tend to be really code-heavy, rather than being clicks and configurable. So, the top three we've got there are outbound messages, Lightning Connect, and standard APIs. These are three different ways that you can create integrations with Salesforce without using any code at all. With that, so in outbound messages, you gain a queuing system, which is inbuilt for you, which means that if it sends out a request, and it doesn't receive a response back, it's just going to keep trying, which is really useful built-in feature for you that you don't have to build yourself. At the bottom, we've got Apex callouts and custom APIs. These are something that you can write inside of Apex code, and it allows a lot more flexibility in your integrations, but it does mean that you've got to maintain that code yourself. So you can build loads of different integrations to different places using these different methods. So why don't we just go and connect to absolutely every system that there is possible? On the right-hand side, we've got a point-to-point, peer-to-peer integration system, and on the right-hand side, we've got a spoken hub. On the left-hand side, you can see that there are a lot of connections that need to be looked after and maintained. If I'm to add an extra system to that, you've then also got to create connections to all the other different systems, and it can get really, really messy. Whereas on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side, the right-hand side, you've got the middleware in the middle. It's spoken hub, which means you add an extra system to it. It's one more integration, and then your middleware deals with the rest of it. You don't have to look after all of that. So left-hand side is following choreography, which means that everything has to stay in harmony, and nothing knows what every system is doing at a single point. They just know what they're doing. Whereas on the right-hand side, we've got Spoken Hub, which is orchestration. So the middleware in the middle is like an orchestra, the conductor and Philharmonic orchestra going, you do this, now you do that, and he always knows what's going to happen. On top of this, middleware has a lot of its own configurable components, which leads helpfully into the clicks, not code sort of side of Salesforce mantra. Finally, some helpful tips and common pitfalls. Queuing and integration objects. This is something that makes your life a whole lot easier. Basically, you create a record and you log everything back to there about what you've done during your integration. Then you can retry it if something fails and start back from where you got to. Makes your life a lot easier. I've added two different resources on the right-hand side as well, PutsRec and Postman. Both of these are very helpful if you're trying to test your integrations and when you're building them to begin with.
What does PutsRec do?
So that allows you to send a call out to it, and it will respond, and you can write in JavaScript your response that you want to have back, so it allows for that flexibility when you make those call outs. It's very good. Common pitfalls that I've seen is error handling. So you need to make sure that all of your error handling is done inside of your middleware, so that anything that goes wrong, you log it back to all the different systems, or at least one central place. Multi-threading. So a lot of middleware uses multi-threading as a standard. That means it speeds up all of your integrations, it makes them a lot quicker. However, if you're doing it to a master detail relationship inside of Salesforce, it can cause locking. And in these cases, you want to use a single thread upsert, insert sort of thing so that you don't cause that locking issue. And on the final one is idempotency. This is the idea that you make a single call, or it may be, because we've queued it, that the call happens a few times, but you only want one outcome to come out of this. Salesforce give you external IDs to make this a lot easier. So you can upsert on an external ID, and if you send the same request multiple times because it's been queued and you haven't received a response, that only one record will be created or only one record will be updated, so you don't end up with lots of duplicates, which is very, very useful. Thank you very much. That's my talk.